Brit milah means covenant of circumcision, and many people are often surprised when I explain about the origins of Brit milah, tell me that they never really knew why it was done. Well, the covenant that we're referring to is between God and Abraham. God requests that Abraham moves on from the worshipping of idols, and as God says, to walk in my ways. And this really marks the beginning of Judaism. Up until this point, Abraham is not Jewish, and indeed Judaism doesn't really exist. In return for doing this, God says that Abraham will be the father of nations and will also inherit the land that becomes Israel. So we have a covenant, an agreement between God and Abraham. But what about circumcision? Well, God says to Abraham that in order to mark the agreement, to mark the covenant, Abraham should circumcise himself. He should circumcise all the men in his household and their sons when they are 8 days old. There's no explanation given as to why this is the case, but Brit milah has been done throughout the history of the Jewish people since then. Now, Reform Judaism recognizes that this is a medical procedure. It is an operation, and stipulates that anyone who carries out Brit milah must be a registered medical practitioner and a member of the Association of Reform and Liberal Mohalim. And just as important as the medical procedure is, Brit milah is an opportunity to welcome a new baby into the family. And in the Brit milah ceremony, we wish for 3 specific blessings for a baby. We wish for personal fulfillment, we wish for spiritual fulfillment, and we wish for ethical and moral fulfillment. In Hebrew, we use the blessings to know Torah, chuppah, and ma'asim tovim. And we understand the importance that Judaism places on education, Torah, on meaningful relationships, chuppah, and good deeds, ma'asim tovim. Now, when Abraham has his Brit milah, he's actually called Abram, and he gets a new name. He goes from Abram to Abraham. And just as Abraham is given a new name, this is also traditionally the time when a Hebrew name is given to a baby. And following the giving of the name, the ceremony ends with the priestly blessing. May God bless you and keep you. May God's face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May God's face turn towards you and give you peace. Reform Judaism views Brit milah as an integral life cycle event. Recently, though, making the decision to celebrate a Brit has been less straightforward for families, and this is particularly true when one parent is not Jewish or is a Jew by choice. Brit milah can be alien, it can be strange, difficult, and can add to an otherwise very stressful time for new parents. Members of the Association of Reform and Liberal Mohalim are particularly used to talking through these decisions with parents, as are our community rabbis. But for many families, Brit milah remains an essential but difficult life cycle event. Our ability to rationalize the practice is limited, but despite this, even for the most secular Jews, it remains one of the hardest rituals to relinquish. I've now carried out over 1,000 circumcisions throughout Britain. I've been honoured to be with families at this very intimate time in their lives, to support them through what is sometimes a very difficult time, but it's also often a very moving and even happy time as they mark this very ancient of all traditions. Unfortunately, the number of mohalim has fallen dramatically over the past few years, and without doctors coming forwards, there is a chance that we will no longer be able to offer progressive Brit milah in the near future. So if you are a doctor or you know a doctor who might be interested, please do speak to your rabbi or contact Reform Judaism so they can put you in contact with one of our existing mohalim.